Hello and welcome to English Fast Room. I'm Anna.
And I'm Tom. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you're new, subscribe so you don't miss our daily episodes.
So, Tom, did you get my message this morning?
Yeah, I got it right when I got up. Perfect timing, actually.
Nice. I was worried you didn't get it.
Wait, hold on. Did you hear what we just did?
What do you mean?
We used the same word like 4 times without even thinking about it. Get. You asked if I got your message. I said I got it when I got up. Then you said you were worried I didn't get it.
Oh, wow, you're right. I didn't even notice. Get is literally everywhere.
Honestly, I was texting Lily this morning, and I realized I used get like 10 times in 5 minutes. Did you get home okay? I'll get dinner later. I'm trying to get this project done. Did you get enough sleep?
That's actually a perfect example of how natural this word is. It's like the Swiss Army knife of English words.
A Swiss Army knife. I love that because it has like a blade, a screwdriver, a bottle opener.
Exactly. One tool, so many functions. Get can mean receive, become, arrive, understand, and honestly, that's just the beginning.
You know what's funny? When I was helping my friend's kid with English homework last week, he asked me, Tom, what does get actually mean? And my brain just froze, like completely froze. I sat there for like 30 seconds trying to explain.
That's the thing. Native speakers use it automatically. It's like breathing. We don't think about it. But for learners, it can be confusing because one little word has so many different meanings.
And then they have to memorize all these different uses, and their brain is like, wait, which get is this one?
Exactly. So that's what we're talking about today. How to use get in real conversations.
And we're not going to make this complicated. No grammar textbooks, no confusing rules.
We'll go through the main meanings one by one, show you real examples from our actual lives, and help you use it naturally.
Like how real people actually talk, not how English teachers write on whiteboards.
Hey, I'm an English teacher.
You know what I mean.
I do. Okay, let's get into it.
See? There it is again. Get into it.
Get is unstoppable. Okay, let's start with the most basic and most common meaning. Get can mean receive, when something comes to you.
Like when you get a message, or you get a package, or you get an email.
Exactly. When something arrives at you, you get it.
Oh, so yesterday I got an email from a client. I got some feedback on my design, some positive, some less positive, and then I got a notification that my coffee order was ready. That was the highlight of my day.
Coffee notifications are always good news. And notice how we don't say receive in casual conversation. You don't say, I received your message. That sounds very formal.
Yeah, that sounds like something you'd write in a business email. Dear sir, I have received your correspondence.
Nobody talks like that at brunch. In real life, we just say, I got your message. Simple, natural, friendly.
What about gifts, like, I got a new book for my birthday?
Yes. Get plus a gift, get plus a present, get plus someone gives you. All completely natural.
And I can say, I got a raise at work if I'm lucky?
Absolutely. You got a raise, you got a promotion, you got good news. All the things we hope to receive.
Okay, so get equals receive. Pretty simple so far. I'm feeling good about this.
Let me share something from my class that really stuck with me. One of my students, she's from Vietnam, and her family is still there. One day she came to class and told me, Teacher, I got a letter from my mother. And I could see in her eyes, that letter meant everything. Just 3 little words. I got a letter. But they carried so much emotion, connection across oceans.
That gave me chills. Literally, I felt something in my arms just now.
Language is emotional. Even simple words like get can carry deep feelings. Okay, now here's a very common meaning that sometimes confuses learners. Get can mean become, when you change into a new state.
change into a new state, like a caterpillar becomes a butterfly?
Well, not exactly that dramatic. More like changes in how you feel or your physical condition.
Oh, like I get tired after work.
Yes, you weren't tired before. Maybe you had energy in the morning, but then the day happens, meetings happen, emails happen, and you become tired. You get tired.
Honestly, I get tired just thinking about my to-do list. Sometimes I get so tired that my eyes start doing this thing where they just refuse to stay open, like little shutters closing slowly.
That's such a good example. See, you didn't just say, I'm tired. You described how it actually feels in your body. That's real English.
What about happy feelings? Can I say I get happy?
Absolutely. I get happy when I see Biscuit waiting for me at the door. His little tail is wagging, his whole butt is wiggling, and my heart just lifts a little, like someone turned on a warm light inside my chest.
What about negative feelings?
Sure, we have those too. I get frustrated when technology doesn't work, when I'm trying to share my screen in a meeting and nothing happens. I get nervous before important meetings, even after 10 years of teaching. I get cold when I sit near the window too long. Starts in my fingers, then my shoulders.
Ooh, I get hungry really fast. Like one moment I'm fine, totally focused on my design work, and then suddenly my stomach is like, hey, remember us? We need food. Like immediately. This is not a drill.
Your stomach is very demanding, very direct communication.
It really is. It has no patience. So get plus a feeling or a state means you become that feeling.
Exactly. Get tired, get hungry, get angry, get excited, get nervous, get cold, get better. Very simple pattern, very natural in conversation.
And it sounds way more casual than I become hungry.
Right. I become hungry sounds like a robot describing its functions. I get hungry sounds like a human being.
What about places? Can you use get with places?
Yes, this is super common in daily life. Get can mean arrive somewhere, reach a location.
Oh, so I can say, what time do you get home?
Perfect. And I could answer, I usually get home around 6, sometimes earlier if traffic is good, which is never.
Portland traffic. That's way more natural than what time do you arrive home?
Right. Nobody talks like that in daily conversation. It sounds like a customs officer at the airport. We say get to work, get to school, get home, casual and natural.
Wait, I noticed something. Why is it get home without to, but get to work with to?
Great catch. Home is special in English. We don't need a preposition. It's just get home, go home, come home. But for other places, we need to. Get to the office, get to the party, get to the airport, get to the meeting.
That reminds me. Last week, I was trying to get to a client meeting downtown and traffic was absolutely terrible, like not moving at all. I texted them, I'll get there in 10 minutes. And then 10 minutes later, I texted, I'll get there in 10 minutes again. Same text 3 times.
Been there. At some point, you're just lying to yourself. And that's perfect usage. I'll get there is super natural.
That feeling when you finally get somewhere after a nightmare commute. When you get home and drop your bag on the floor and just exhale. Your shoulders drop, your jaw unclenches, your whole body says, we made it.
Yes, that physical relief. That's the power of get home. It's not just a location, it's a feeling of safety, of being done. Okay, this next meaning is really important for conversations. Get can mean understand, comprehend something, grasp something.
Oh yeah, I get it. I say that all the time, like multiple times a day.
It's perfect for when something finally makes sense. Someone explains something to you, there's a moment of confusion, and then click, oh, I get it now.
Or when you finally understand a joke. Like my friend Jake told me this joke yesterday at lunch, and I didn't laugh at first. I just stared at him. Then 5 minutes later, I was walking back to my car, and I suddenly got it. I stopped in the parking lot and texted him, "Oh, now I get it."
The delayed reaction. That happens to everyone. And you can also ask someone, "Do you get it?" or "Do you get what I mean?" to check if they understand.
This is so useful for learning. Like, if I'm explaining something to someone and they have that confused look, you know the look, eyebrows scrunched up, I can ask, "Does that make sense? Do you get it?"
Exactly. And here's something important. There's a subtle difference between "I get it" and "I got it."
Wait, what's the difference? They sound the same to me.
I get it means you understand something now, or you understand it in general. Like, I get why you're tired. General understanding. I got it usually means you understood something specific that was just explained. Like someone gives you directions and you say, "I got it." You received and understood that specific information.
So if you explain something new to me, I say, "I got it." Like I received that understanding just now. But if we're talking about a concept in general that I've understood for a while, I say, "I get it."
You got it!
I see what you did there. Very clever.
Thank you. I've been waiting to use that one.
Okay, so we've learned get can mean receive, become, arrive, and understand. That's a lot. Let's put it all together and show how this works in real conversation.
I love this part. Let's just chat naturally about our day and see how many times get shows up, like a game.
All right, Anna, how was your morning today?
You know what? A little chaotic, honestly. I got up late because I completely forgot to set my alarm. My phone was on silent from yesterday's meeting.
Oh no, that's the worst feeling, when you open your eyes and immediately know something is wrong.
Yes, that panic. Then I realized I had to get ready in like 20 minutes. 20 minutes to shower, get dressed, get biscuit fed and walked, and get out the door.
How did you manage?
I got it done somehow. Barely got to work on time. I don't recommend it. I was still getting my breath back during my first class.
When you don't get enough sleep, does that affect your whole day?
Totally. I get tired by noon, like that heavy kind of tired, where your eyes want to close. I get distracted easily, forget what I was saying mid-sentence, and I hate to admit it, but I get a little cranky with everyone. Not my best teaching self.
I get that completely. When I don't get enough rest, my creative brain doesn't work at all. Like I'll be working on a logo design and I just can't get it right. I change something, it looks wrong. I change it back, still wrong. Nothing feels good.
You get stuck in that frustrating loop.
Exactly. And then I get frustrated, which makes my brain work even worse. It's a whole cycle.
What do you do when that happens?
Honestly, I get some coffee first, and then I usually text Lily and complain a little bit. She gets it. She's very patient with my designer drama.
That's sweet. Having someone who really gets you, who understands how your mind works, that's important.
It really is. Speaking of Lily, she's getting home late tonight because of a project deadline. So I'm thinking about getting dinner ready for both of us. Maybe some getting takeout from that Thai place she loves.
That's considerate. What are you getting?
Probably pad Thai for her, and maybe I'll try the curry. I'm trying to get better at cooking myself, but honestly, today is not that day. Baby steps.
The important thing is you're getting there. Progress, not perfection.
Getting there slowly.
See what we just did? We used get at least 30 times in that conversation, and it all felt completely natural. No one was counting or thinking about it.
That's the goal. When you can use get without thinking about which meaning you need, you've really gotten comfortable with everyday English. Gotten comfortable. There it is again. It never stops.
Before we finish, let's review some very common phrases with get that you'll hear literally every day.
Get up. That's an easy one to start. It means wake up or leave your bed in the morning.
I get up at 6:30 most mornings. Usually because Biscuit is staring at me intensely from the side of the bed. Dogs are very effective alarm clocks.
Very effective and very guilt-inducing. Next one, get back. This means return somewhere.
I usually get back from work around 5:30, and then the first thing I do is give Biscuit his evening walk. He's been waiting all day.
Get ready. This means prepare for something.
I need to get ready for class every morning. Pick out clothes, organize my materials, check my schedule. And honestly, sometimes I'm still getting ready when I should already be walking out the door.
That's me literally every day. I'm always just 5 more minutes until suddenly I'm late. What about get along?
Get along means have a good relationship with someone. I get along well with my coworkers. Or, do you get along with your neighbors?
That's useful. And get better.
Get better has 2 meanings. First, to improve at something. I'm getting better at cooking. Second, to recover from illness. I hope you get better soon when someone is sick.
These are all super practical, things you'd actually say in real life.
Now let's talk about some common mistakes learners make with get. Don't worry, everyone makes these at first.
Ooh, I love this part. Makes me feel less alone in my language struggles.
First mistake, forgetting the past tense. The past of get is got, not getted.
Right. Yesterday, I got a message, not I getted a message. Even though getted feels logical, English doesn't always follow logic.
Second, using get in very formal writing. Get is perfect for conversation, but in academic essays or very formal business documents, you might want more precise words.
Like receive instead of get, or obtain for very formal situations.
Exactly. Get is casual and friendly. Receive is neutral to formal. Obtain is very formal. Choose based on your audience.
What's another common one?
Some learners say, I get along my homework, but that's mixing phrases. It should be, I get my homework done, or simply, I do my homework. Get along is only for relationships, not for completing tasks.
Ah, so the phrases are fixed. You can't just mix any words after get.
Right. And remember, get along with someone needs the preposition with.
Got it. And there it is again.
Let's do a quick final review of everything we covered today.
First meaning. Get equals receive, when something comes to you.
I get emails, I get packages, I get messages, I get gifts.
Did you get my text? Yeah, I got it.
I get happy when I see Biscuit. I get frustrated in traffic. The key is it's a change from one state to another.
She got angry when she heard the news.
Third meaning, get equals arrive, reaching a destination.
Get home, get to work, get to the airport, get there.
What time will you get there? I should get there by 5.
And remember the special rule. Get home has no preposition, but get to work needs 2.
Fourth meaning, get equals understand, when something makes sense.
I get it. Do you get it? I get what you mean. Now I finally get the joke.
I got it, after someone explains something.
Now the common phrases.
Get up, wake up. Get back, return. Get ready, prepare. Get along, have a good relationship. Get better, improve or recover.
And the big reminder, past tense is got, not getted.
Perfect. If you remember these 4 meanings and 5 phrases, you've got a really solid foundation for using get naturally.
That's a lot of get for one episode.
But that's how common it is. You'll hear it everywhere now.
All right, that was our deep dive into get. One small word, so many uses.
Now, a question for you. Tell us in the comments, what did you get today? Maybe you got a message, got some good news, got home early, got a coffee. Use get in your answer.
We love reading your examples. It helps you practice, and it helps other learners see real sentences.
And if you're thinking, wow, get really is everywhere in English, then you get it now.
Nice one.
If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend who's learning English.
We'll see you tomorrow with another easy conversation. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.